Shall we conquer the earth, my rogue army? My name is Erin Rogoff, and I would like to welcome you all back to my booktube channel. So, I have returned to Brookdale Community College to study journalism. I feel like it could advance my writing career, so that's why I chose that. And I am still a bit nervous, but I'm getting used to it, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'll still be making booktube videos, of course, and I wanted to talk about some books that I bought on the first day of February, which was my birthday. So let's begin with Body Double by Tess Gerritsen. It is a Kindle edition book that I paid $2.12 for. It's a fiction, mystery, thriller novel, and it's book 4 of the Rizzolian Isles series. There are several books in the series, such as The Surgeon, The Apprentice, The Sinner, Body Double, Vanish, The Mephisto Club, which is my favorite, The Keepsake, Ice Cold, Silent Girl, Last to Die, and there are several other novels, but I'm not going to list all of them because there are just too many to list. So anyway, Boston medical examiner Dr. Maura Isles meets her match and must face a serial killer with shattering personal revelations. And as for ratings, Amazon rates the book 4.6 out of 5 stars, Goodreads rates the book 4.1 out of 5 stars, and Google users gives the book a 94% liking rate. And the next book we have is The Scions of Shannara, forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, by Terry Brooks. That book is also a Kindle edition, and I also paid $2.12 for it. It is high concept epic fantasy, so it's right up my alley. Oh my gosh. I have like a weakness for anything high fantasy, so Game of Thrones, The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, love it all. Anyway, it is book 1 of the Heritage of Shannara series, and there are several books in the series, such as The Scions of Shannara, The Druid of Shannara, The Elf Queen of Shannara, The Talisman of Shannara, and that's pretty much it. And my brother, he saw it on Amazon, and he's like, okay, Erin, you have to get the book, because it was really funny, but he said that I am the elf princess of our house because when I was a baby, I was actually born with pointed ears. And they have dulled over the years, but I still have slight tips. So it's really funny that I'm like the elf queen, and besides, I act like a princess anyway because I will admit I am a little bit spoiled with all the books that I have asked for in my life. And I'm getting way off topic here, I am so sorry. Moving on to the summary. Since the death of Alanon, life has changed for the people of the Four Lands. Par Omsford still has the power of the Wish Song, then gets a message from an ancient druid. So, will Par be able to reclaim the long-lost Sword of Shannara and Alanon's former glory, or will he fail? So that leaves us to wonder what's going to happen next, and I am super excited to be reading this book. Oh my gosh, I have nothing bad to say about it so far, and moving on to the ratings, Amazon rates the book 4.6 out of 5 stars, Goodreads rates the book 4 out of 5 stars, and Target rates the book 4.6 out of 5 stars. Me, I rate it 5 out of 5 stars just because it's high fantasy and right up my alley. And then another book that I have gotten is Notes from My Captivity by Kathy Parks. This book is a paperback, not a Kindle edition, so that's why I have a hard copy right here. And I paid $11.99 for this book. It's a young adult fiction, adventure fiction, romance novel with comical situations in it, and if you know me, you know I'm like all for dark comedy, like jokes that are not appropriate for children. I'm good at those. I mean, like, I can be Bianca Del Rio with dirty jokes. But moving on, it is a standalone novel, and it is a very quick read, and I am loving reading it. And anyway, Adrienne Cahill wants to be a journalist, like me, so when the opportunity sends her to Russia, she leaps at the chance. So who wouldn't? However, she is then held captive by the people she didn't believe existed and wanted to study anyway, so how will she get out of this mess? As for ratings, Amazon rates the book a 4.4 out of 5 stars, and Goodreads rates the book a 3.9 out of 5 stars. So, to recap, From My Captivity by Kathy Parks is a must-read for any adventure fans. Back to the Kindle edition books. I have the Book of Swords by various authors, of which George R.R. Martin is one of the writers, believe it or not. And it is a Kindle edition. I'm going back to those. I paid $2.12 for that too, and it's a high fantasy anthology book. It's also kind of a confusing to list fantasy series of novels, but an inspiration for a new generation of writers, spinning their own tales of magic and adventure. So who wouldn't want to read that? Because I certainly would want to read that. And as for ratings, Amazon rates the book 4.1 out of 5 stars, Barnes & Noble rates the book 5 out of 5 stars, and Goodreads rates the book a 3.7 out of 5 stars. So if that wasn't enough reason for me to read the book, I am now. Now for the piece de resistance, or piece of resistance if you're one of the Lego movie fans, we have Furyborn by Claire Legrand. It is another Kindle edition book, and I paid $8.16 for the book. It is young adult fiction, high fantasy, and it's book 1 of the Imperium trilogy. Books in the series: Furyborn, Kingsbane, and Lightbringer. It is an incredible book. I highly recommend it. It is... oh my gosh, I will rave about it in another booktube video, but right now I'm trying not to fawn over the book like a total bookish fangirl. So anyway, it is a stunningly original must-read fantasy novel and follows 2 fiercely independent young women, centuries apart, who hold the power in their hands to save the world or destroy it. So what's going to happen next? Is one going to turn evil? Is one going to turn nice? Are they both going to try to destroy the world or save the world? So that is what we must find out when reading the book. And as for ratings, Barnes & Noble rates the book 4.3 out of 5 stars, Goodreads rates the book 3.8 out of 5 stars, and Google users says that 95% of readers enjoyed this book. Anyway, that is all for today, so if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to show some support, hit that notifications button to be updated with all my videos, subscribe to my booktube channel to get more videos like this, and have a great rest of the day, everyone!